In a place called Halloween Town, all sorts of spooky creatures live together. Witches, skeletons, werewolves, and even friendly ghosts. Every year, Halloween was the biggest night of all, and everyone prepared to give the best scares. But there was one ghost who was different. His name was Gus, and instead of scaring people, Gus loved making friends. Though Halloween was meant to be spooky, Gus wasn't very good at that. Still, he wanted to be part of the fun like the others. As Halloween approached, the other ghosts practiced their scariest boos and haunting sounds. Gus watched them from the side, wanting to join, but unsure how. He knew he wasn't very scary, but he hoped he could still be part of the Halloween excitement. One day, as the ghosts prepared for the big night, Gus asked if he could join them. But the other ghosts chuckled and said he wasn't spooky enough. They teased him gently, telling him he might make people laugh instead of scream. Gus felt a little sad, but didn't let it get him down. He knew he had something special, even if it wasn't scary. That Halloween night, while the ghosts were out giving people spooky surprises, Gus floated through Halloween Town, trying to figure out how he could enjoy the holiday in his own way. As he drifted past a pumpkin patch, he heard soft sobs. Curious, Gus followed the sound and discovered a little girl sitting on the ground, dressed in a princess costume. She looked lost and scared, and Gus could tell right away that she needed help. He wasn't sure how to comfort her at first, but then he realized he didn't need to be spooky to help. He could be kind, and that's exactly what the little girl needed. The girl explained that she had been trick-or-treating with her friends, but got separated from them. Now, she didn't know where they were, and she was all alone. Gus smiled gently and reassured her that everything would be all right. He promised to help her find her friends. As they walked through the streets, Gus tried to cheer her up with funny ghost jokes and stories. His lighthearted nature made the girl giggle, and soon she wasn't scared anymore. She even forgot she had been lost in the first place. After a little while, they spotted her friends at the end of the street. The girl ran toward them, waving happily, and introduced them to her new ghost friend, Gus. Her friends were amazed by how helpful and kind Gus was, and they thanked him for bringing their friend back safely. As the girl and her friends continued trick-or-treating, Gus realized something important. He didn't need to scare anyone to be part of Halloween. He could still make it a special night by helping others and spreading joy. Even though he wasn't like the other ghosts, he had his own way of making Halloween magical. Later that night, when the other ghosts returned from their spooky adventures, they found Gus glowing with happiness. They were curious to know how his night went, and when he explained how he helped the lost girl, they realized Gus had something special. He might not have scared anyone, but he made Halloween better in his own way. Gus learned that Halloween wasn't just about being spooky. It was about having fun, helping others, and being true to yourself. Even if he wasn't the scariest ghost in Halloween Town, he brought smiles and warmth to the holiday. From that night on, Gus was known as the friendliest ghost in town, and everyone, even the other ghosts, admired him for it. And so, Gus discovered that being himself was more important than being spooky, and that made Halloween a little brighter for everyone.